Welcome to the Dome and the Bundestag building. This place is unbelievable. You've probably seen it in the telly 100 times. Well, this is it. And when you look down into Parliament. That's what you see. This place is unbelievable. What a view you get of the city up here. Oh, dear, dear. Can recommend this. If you come to Berlin, you've got to do it, but you have to register it about a week or two before you come. You can't just walk up and come up here. It's totally free. And you get brilliant views of the city. So again, I've learned something today. Each tower of the Bundestag, 1, 2, there's one in that corner and there's one in that corner as well. They represent the four kingdoms of Germany: Prussia, Bavaria, Saxony, and I do apologise, I don't know what the fourth one is, I've forgotten it. But they were brought together as the German nation. What a place. It is absolutely phenomenal. So that with the big roof is Alexanderplatz, which up until about 10 years ago was apparently the biggest building site in Europe. It looks pretty impressive now. There's the view down at the Brandenburg Gate from this place is quite nice too. So apparently this place is designed by Norman Foster when he redid the whole building. Pretty well known architect. I tell you what, Norman, hell of a job. This is the business, as they would say in Sucky Hall Street. Talking of which, you got any spare time? Wow. Look at this, by the way. Bloody hell. It's the biggest circus I've ever seen. It's like something you'd get in Vegas. The place is empty, mind you. But it is mid-Monday morning, so you can imagine this on a busy night. It would be quite busy. This is a cinema and a lot of other things. Oh. Lady chap playing the piano there. Let's get right underneath this, will we? Have a wee look up, it'll give us a wee bit of vertigo. Oh my goodness. That is phenomenal. Right, so we've arrived at Alexanderplatz. This is a Berlin TV tour built in finished in 1969. They started in 1965. When I say they, I mean East Germany built this. This is in East Berlin, and they built it as a monument. Well, two reasons. They never build just monuments unless they have a historical significance to a war or something, or unless it's practical. And in this case it was practical because it was to deliver TV signals, as you'd guess. So they decided in this design because it is supposed to be like Sputnik, and this was to show the superiority of the socialist movement with regards to the space race. Unfortunately, they finished it in 1969, the month after Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. So that kind of kiboshed that idea. So it's the tallest building, I'm told, in Europe. That's what the woman said. Don't know about that, but 300 and odd metres. So I think we're going to, Seb and I are possibly going to go up it today, we'll see. We'll see. This is Alexanderplatz. This is proper East Berlin stuff here. Right at the base of the TV tower. My goodness. You ever seen anything more Soviet in all your life? This is a church in central Berlin. A lot of the big buildings like the Bundestag, you'll see they've repaired the walls so they don't see what happened during the war. And this place, they haven't. They've just left it. This place is riddled with bullet marks. You can not even imagine what must have gone on here. This would have been as the Red Army made its way through Berlin, street by street, as they went towards the Führer bunker. It's unbelievable. It's just all over, from the very top to the very bottom. Now that's a university building. Humboldt University, Berlin. Yeah, I like that. So this is one of the last remaining air raid shelters from World War II that remains in Berlin. This is called the Boris bunker, which is now houses an art collection, believe it or not. And somebody's built a house on top of it as well, into the bargain. So as you can see, I don't know if these holes that you can see in the side here are part of the damage it sustained in the war, I don't know. But yeah, that's where the population would have had to have gone during the air raids. I'm guessing it's made of solid concrete and could sustain a lot of damage, and this probably goes deep underground as well. This is a wall of the same bunker. Look at the size of the bullet holes. I don't know what calibre that would be. But they are big holes. Some of you in the gun profession, maybe that one as well. Tanks maybe? Don't know. Maybe even shrapnel for bombs, but this seems too concentrated. Way too concentrated. Almost as if they were just taking pot shots at it for the hell of it. Well, I suppose that's a unique way to get from the second floor down to the ground floor. You can't be bothered going in the escalators. And no, it's not just for the kids, anybody can have a go. No thanks. Folks, it's 7:20 in the morning, Sunday morning in Berlin. It's an ungodly hour to get up. I'm still tired for last night. But anyway, we have a train to catch at Berlin Hauptbahnhof to Hanover, where we are going to see Hanover96 play FC Köln. And a pretty important game for them, I think, so let's get in it. This train station is phenomenal. Wow! So we're getting the Amsterdam train to Hanover, so hopefully we don't sleep. Otherwise we're going to end up in the Netherlands. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is the train from Berlin to Amsterdam that we're catching. One of the first stops is Hanover. That's where we're going to get off. I think we're about an hour out just now. And yeah, it's as you'd expect with Deutsche Bahn, fairly efficient. Train's good, but it's busy, as you'd imagine, going to Amsterdam, really busy. So, got a fairly good service, about 2 hours from Berlin to Hanover. You're going all the way to Amsterdam, that's 6 hours. So, there we go. We are zooming along here, and as you can see, we have the old-fashioned cabins, which I don't think we're used to in the UK. We used to have them many years ago, those of you that are old enough. And where we're sitting is just a normal seating arrangement. Welcome to Hanover. Big old station. Big old station. Obviously a junction point. between various places, but yeah. So that train is now off on its travels to Amsterdam. And off it goes. Welcome to Hanover, proper. Seems to be the main street. We've just come out of the train station, which again, as you'd expect in Germany, is quite impressive. We'll just head off down the street now and see what we can find. There's one big old church in Hanover. Oh, lovely. It is Sunday morning though. I imagine there'll be a service or a mass on. Look at some of the designs and the architecture in this place. It's absolutely brilliant. Always look up when you're in a city, guys. Always look up. Look at those little seats as well. That's quite nice. And the Irish bar in the corner just tucked away there. Just heading to the stadium there. Wow. Very pretty. Very, very nice Hanover. I'm liking this. All the fans walking together, it's great. Now, this is us just outside the stadium now. This is a gathering point. And that's the stadium right there. So we'll be getting in ever so shortly to maybe grab up a bit of the atmosphere. By the way, this is around about 2 hours before kick-off. So we're not anywhere near kick-off, and there's a couple of thousand people milling about. So yeah, let's get into this stadium and see what it's all about. Just doing a time check here, it's 12:05. Game kicks off at 13:30. You listening to that? It's an hour and a half. Right, found my seat eventually. And it's a cracking seat of that, there's no doubt. I get a view of everybody in front of me, and the reason I do is because, well, this is the back row, but hell, I've got my own little barrier in front of me. It's brilliant. Definitely one of the most insane stadium entrances I've ever done. But, you know, they want to search every single person get into that stadium, and when there's 50,000 people, that's going to take a long time. So you just have to be patient, and it's why you come early to a Bundesliga game or a Bundesliga 2 game. Just get there really early. 12 minutes before kick-off now, this stadium, apart from the corporate bit down there, which you'd expect, is rammed. And we're talking about 10,000 Koln fans here. Now Koln is by no means a short distance for here, it's a 3-hour drive. So it is a fair decent hike. Weirdest arrangement ever. So this is 10,000 Koln fans, right? Right down there, that's the Hanover kids section, right in front of the away support. Now, call me a cynic, but is that not a little bit daft? Second like us by them. This is mental. Bloody hell! Son. Come on. And again. And again. For Hanover, dangerous position again. Too many of these. Football's almost a sideshow here. This is theatre. What a save, goalie! Whoa! One in a row. Another save by the way, that goalie's having a great game. Another save by that goalie by the way, another save. That's the third save he's had to make. Time it's nothing each between Hanover and Koln, so all to play for in the second half. Koln shooting towards their away support, which is massive. he is, he's off. Wow. But it was coming. Oh no, as a case maybe. Missed everybody. Running, guys, so you can see how it ends. side netting. Side netting. And that is full time. Hanover 1. Koln. No. Never recovered for that red card. Never recovered from it, but you can see how much the Koln players gave. They gave everything, and so did some of the Hanover players too. They're all out on their feet. They are out on their feet. Well, I'm going to tell you who my man of the match was. My man of the match was these Koln fans. The support was unbelievable. Incessant, constant, even when the team was 1-0 down. They never left to a man and woman. Never left. Incredible. Now granted guys, the corporates have left. 49,000 people in this stadium today. But have a look at the Hanover end. Have a look at the Koln end. Yeah, some of them are leaving now. But the game finished 3-4 minutes ago. These Koln fans have got a 3-hour journey back to Koln on trains and cars and buses, you name it. So, have a think about that, eh? This is an interesting thing I've seen done a lot of German games. It's post-match huddle, call it what you want. Obviously the winning team has a wee celebration. The losing team has a wee pep talk for the manager. I don't think that's a bad thing. Summary. Red card ultimately changed the game. I thought that Hanover were threatening more, but it was headed for a nothing each draw if you ask me. That red card, well, it was a second yellow to be fair, changed the whole course of the game. And there was too many gaps, and that's where that goal came from, one of those gaps. So I don't even know what the Hamburg score was. We'll see what the effect was in the table. They would need Hamburg to lose for it to have zero effect. Hope you enjoyed that match today. I know I did. It was an insane atmosphere. Absolutely insane. It was nice to meet Katja, who's a fellow groundhopper, but also a Koln fan. So I'll leave you there and bid you good afternoon. Is it still afternoon? Yeah, everybody just leaving, getting on with it. Quite a lot of Koln fans coming out of the Hanover96 shop, which was nice. Back at Berlin. It's about 8 o'clock at night. It's been a long, long day, but it was a good one. So I'll see you on the terraces. Gonna go and get a drink.
Very warm welcome aboard this EasyJet service now departing for Glasgow. My name is Sarah. I'm delighted to be your cabin manager. Working alongside me this evening with a fantastic team of Dylan, Kirsty and
That's me made it back to my own bed. Knackered beyond belief, but hell of a 4 days. I'm getting too old for this. Good night, everybody.